Good morning, good morning. Could there be a more perfect setting this morning? I don't believe so. And so I wanted to share it. And I figured I would come down because we've had a bunch of rain lately and pull some sticks off the Beaver Dam to let the water out slowly, like I did in the last video. And I was like, walking down the street, wondering what I was going to talk about. And I'm into week 1 is pretty done of raising broiler chickens that I'm gonna eat for meat eventually. And that is a project that checks a bunch of boxes. There's a lot of balance happening for me. And I was like, who would appreciate the discussion of the layers of my life that a simple batch of chickens represents? Is my buddy Steve. I've been thinking about Steve a lot. So using the batch of chickens as an anchor point, talk about the various updates in life. We, freezer's getting pretty empty and had a bunch of options. I could have bought a bunch of meat from pasture poultry friends of mine. It's not like there's no access. But, we knew how to do it. And I have my standards, how I want my birds to be raised. Plus, I really enjoy it. So it's a heavily biased decision. And that is, it's my hobby. I get to create things, solve problems, animal husbandry, talk about nature, make content. Like it's a joy. And if you give it its fullest potential, that batch of raising chickens, that would make me, the most money on the internet from selling information products. That's a hefty workload. And so right now, the best I can manage is shooting a lot of video. And I've been publishing short form videos fairly regularly, similar to what I do here on Food Cyclist. And what I haven't nailed down is the longer form content. Or what was I going to say? I was thinking about Beaver Dam. That's not coming out. I've been capturing a lot of video, but I have not. The bottleneck is publishing right now, which I'm not too worried about, because this whole project has several rules to back it up a little bit. Family had to be on board, so Kate and I talked it through. Rosie was thrilled. Has been talking about it for months. We came up with it as an idea, and she was like, I love this. When are we doing it? And talked about it all summer long. So once we committed, Rose was in. So I had the 6-year-old buy in. And Kate, Mabel, this is not her jam. So Mabel wasn't going to buy in. And Rose helped me install the birds, checks on them with me, asked me to go outside and hang out with the birds. She's named a whole bunch of them, and she looks for her specific birds, which is great because they all are exactly the same. And but she's like, no, that's definitely Susan, and that's definitely Taco, and that's definitely so-and-so. So much fun. And so having a blast, bonding with the kids, the summer vacation, creating a memory, refilling the freezer with high quality meat. And more seriously dipping a toe back into homesteading, which is, I find enjoyable, but it's expensive and it's difficult. It is certainly a choice of a lifestyle. And not doing that also comes with decisions and concessions. And I like growing my own food, and took a lot of put a lot of energy into the last 15 years learning and doing and practicing all this stuff. It feels weird not to be doing it at all. And one batch of chickens for 2 months seems like a nice balance for now. Here's where the fun part starts. Let's start in the middle. I'll do that. So then you get, rules. I was going to talk about rules. Get distracted. I had to have buy-in from the family, so got buy-in. Enthusiastic, and Kate was very into it. Because that project takes away from my time with them when I'm building chicken tractors and things go right, things go wrong. We came home the other day and I was washing little chicken butts. It can't interfere with my day job because the day job makes the money and supports the family, and the family's number one. So it can't be a distraction and take me away from my work, but it's also the same thing that I do for work. So there's a lot of platform overlap where I'm using the same tools or knowledge or skills, but instead of continuing to hammer away at work in my free time, I use farm marketing solutions to go through the same exercises that I would at work to, get better at what I do. I enjoy what I do. So I do it as a hobby. I do it as a professional. But in the professional setting, there are more resources. And so I'm trying to fit all this in, actually raise the birds, actually build the shelters, be the one shooting all the footage, doing all the editing, publishing, organizing, transcribing, writing, all the things. Titles, thumbnails, hooks. There's a lot. And just so accepting that it's, one, not going to be perfect. Two, what is perfect anyways? C, I just have to keep publishing because there are certain people that I want to stay in touch with who I know I can send a link and they'll watch the video and use it not to gain the online audience because that will come naturally, but instead use those videos to tell a story or target a specific person, because if you target one person successfully, the algorithms will reward that. So sometimes I'll take these nature videos and send them to a whole bunch of people and see what type of person reacts. Everything's a test. I enjoy the study of people. And so everything's got a couple layers on it. I want to do that. Maybe this. So then I have the production farm marketing videos, but instead of the food cycles videos about nature, I've been publishing the farm marketing solutions, but with cute videos of chickens and sending them to the same people that I send the nature videos. And then just letting those happen, organically find their traffic. And I see things picking up, which is fun. So by the end of this, and also this exercise gives me something to contribute in my Chicken Friends group chat. Not that I didn't have anything, not that it was required, but it feels nice. And gives me that connection to the chicken nonprofit that I'm a part of. And that I enjoy. And, there's content that I'm creating now that I'm creating for people in that group that I'll see at the annual conference in January. All right, I think that's enough for now. I just skimmed off the top layer. I think we're good. And so I got this, where I'm at with the chicken project is that the first brooder is set up. I need to build a second chicken tractor. I've gone through all the iterations of how do I create a consistent video style in that setting. So I have that process down. I'll capture that video. Once that's done, they move out into the field. I'll have the growing up in the brooder video set and then the move to the field. And then, I'll have all this content. And I think I found a format, a style that I like. And, but, had to get in it and, do it, get my hands on it before I found the exact thing that I wanted to do. Anyways, I'm talking in circles because the creative wheels are turning. I'm having a blast. I'll have a full freezer. Rose will get her experience with the birds. It will refresh all of my content on farm marketing solutions, which will sell more books, which will get more people farming out on pasture and raising chickens, and either deciding that they really don't want to do this because it's really hard and it becomes such a part of who you are and what your life is. But once you learn the systems, it can be manageable. That first year getting up and running is just a lot of work. And I'm, balancing the other things that I'm balancing. But man, it affords you some good moments, and hanging out with the baby chicks is so much fun. And then there'll be more people who get to experience those little moments of joy. And hopefully learn about the food system and be part of making it a better place to have a meal. All right, I'm going to shut up and stop talking. This is beautiful. See you guys later. Bye, Steve.